Is reciting the Quran with Tajweed compulsory? Is one sinful for not applying the rules of Tajweed? And is it sufficient to just pronounce the letters of the Quran the way they are without applying the Tajweed? All these and more the questions we'll be answering in this episode, inshallah. So make sure you stick with us to the end.
اصبر فإنك يا أسير شمس تدور لها الزهور متقدم رغم القيود ورائد رغم الصخور.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is a popularly known, amongst Muslims that reciting the Quran with Tajweed is compulsory. This is popular, and this is what we find in the popular book of Tajweed, Hidayat al-Mustafid of Abu Rimata. But the correct opinion and the correct view of scholars on this issue is that reciting the Quran with Tajweed is not compulsory, based on the evidences. First of all, let us define what is Tajweed so that we don't get it wrong. You see, when you say Tajweed, who are according to the definition that Abu Rimata is Ityan bi-jayyid, linguistically it means to bring something in a good manner, in a perfect manner. While technically, to the field of Tajweed, it means Ityanu kulli harfin, to bring every letter with its right in terms of mudud and lengthening. So now the question is, all those mudud and lengthening and ahkam, sakina, these are things that that are used to beautify the recitation of the Quran. But there is no way you will find that it is compulsory to recite with those ahkam. Now, as for the verse where Allah SWT in Surah Al-Muzammil, Quran chapter 73 verse 4, Allah SWT says, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا, recite the Quran with tartil. This is the verse that is brought a lot of the times to support that it is compulsory to recite the Quran with tajweed. But if you study this verse carefully, you find out that tartilan does not mean tajweed, and these are two different words. Tartil is different from tajweed. Tartil bima'ana means to peacefully, to bring something one after the other in a measured pace. That is, and this is the correct opinion among the ulama. So it means to bring things in a pace, not tajweed. And Sheikh Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthaymeen alayhi rahmatullah was asked this question of is it compulsory to recite the Quran with tajweed in several places, and he kept on answering that it is not compulsory. It is just a means of beautifying the recitation of the Quran. Like in his book Fatawaa Nuri Ala darb of Sheikh Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthaymeen, you will find his fatwa there, and also in his book Kitabul and several other of his audio recordings where he was asked this question, he kept on insisting that reciting the Quran with tajweed is not compulsory. Also, Sheikh Salih al-Munajid in his fatwa says that this is not compulsory, and this is the correct view, because tartil, like I said before, does not mean tajweed. Because when you are talking of tajweed, you are talking of the ahkam, nun sakina, and also the evidence that Sheikh Muhammad bin Salih al-Uthaymeen brought to support the view that reciting the Quran with tajweed is not compulsory is the hadith of Anas bin Malik, that when he was narrating how the Prophet ﷺ used to pray in his night prayers, that Rasulullah in his night prayers he used to prolong the endings of the surah. So when he says Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, he will prolong it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, he will prolong it Ar-Rahman to the end. So when you see that, so Ibn Salih al-Uthaymeen is saying that if reciting the Quran with tajweed was compulsory, now this elongation that Rasulullah is making is now contrary to the rules of tajweed. So from here we see that it is not compulsory to recite the Quran with tajweed, and this is the correct opinion with scholars. But we say that reciting the Quran with tajweed is mustahab. It is preferred because of the so many evidences that came from the ahadith and the athar. Those evidences are not telling us that reciting the Quran with tajweed is compulsory. They are only telling us that it is mustahab. It is something that is liked. If you do it, you get rewarded for it. If you don't recite the Quran with tajweed, you are not going to be rewarded. But if someone recites the Quran with tajweed, it is loved that as a Muslim you beautify your voice when you are reciting the Quran. So the rules of tajweed are there to guide us and help us in our beautification of the Quran, but it is not wajib, it is not compulsory. Because if you say that reciting the Quran with tajweed is compulsory, it will mean that even the old woman that cannot, that is just struggling to pronounce the verses, it will mean that she is sinful for that. Because if you say something is compulsory in Islam, when you don't do that, then you are sinful. So then you will say that all the Muslims reciting the Quran without Tajweed, they all are sinful for that. So, and this is clearly misguidance. That is why the correct opinion among the scholars is that what, it is not compulsory, and there is no evidence to actually say, reciting the Quran with Tajweed is compulsory. Or if someone keeps insisting it's compulsory, just ask them, okay, where is the evidence and the athar or ahadith of Rasulullah that this is the ahkam of nun sakina. If it was compulsory, as those that say it's compulsory claim, then we would have clear ahadith telling us that this is the ahkam you do, this is the mudud, this is the. But we don't have any of this. So you see that the ahkam tajweed was introduced to assist us in the beautification of our recitation, and this is the correct view. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you have a contrary view or contribution, you can leave us a comment in the comment box below. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.